fear of sickness and first trimesters do not go well together. Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you have not seen, you probably have, I have some news. I am pregnant. I am currently 5 weeks and 1 day according to my first day of my last period. I am pregnant. It still feels really weird to say. I've told a couple people, but telling people is not making it feel more real. It's not. Like today I told my auntie and I still feel like it's not real. I'm still like, every morning I wake up and I check my camera, I have the tests, everything. It's just not real. It just doesn't feel real, okay? But I thought I would do a first trimester vlog, because why not? And as of the last week, I can say that honestly, I've so far had it okay. I've not been, you know, like where you hear terrible sickness right away and all the symptoms go bang, 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 bang. I've definitely had no appetite. When I think about food, there's nothing, absolutely zero that comes to my mind that I go, yeah, I'd like that. Symptoms as of yet, shortness of breath, definitely prominent. Sorry about, like, if you can hear it in my other videos and from now on, because I'm already out of breath. I've had a couple times where I've stood up and felt a little bit lightheaded, but the most prominent one is I do not want to eat. Nothing comes into my mind that I want to eat. Mentally, I've been very anxious because I'm worried that something's going to go wrong. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a spiral every now and then because I keep thinking something's going to go wrong. But doing that test today has very, very, very much eased my mind, because you hear all about these like people that have a test that gets stronger, then it gets weaker again, and even though I'm only 5 weeks, it feels really reassuring to see a darker test. This was the first test I ever took, and you can't even barely, you can see like a shadow, if anything, there. My boobs are a little bit sensitive. I think it differs on the time of day, honestly. Like, I don't feel like they've changed much yet. I'm quite thirsty, but I don't know that's because I'm not eating as much. I'm drinking juice all day, every day, because I'm not a fan of water, but if you didn't know, I'm a very, very much Pepsi Max person. I drink it all the time. Sorry, there's baby screaming downstairs. Baby fever. Not quite there when you've got screaming children. I've not been having as much Pepsi. Actually, I've had near to none because I'm just cautious of caffeine. I know that there's not technically a recommended amount because they don't know how much is safe, but they say no more than 200. I've practically been having 0 because I'm scared. I'm just scared that, I know 40 milligrams isn't going to do anything, or at least it probably won't. Don't say never. But I'm just so cautious because I'm so anxious. I think, like, I went gym this morning and I was being so cautious. I just stuck to cardio. I'm just being very, very wary of what I'm doing with my body and how I'm using it. And yeah, I will update you when I have. And that's it. I have driving lessons this week, so I've got my test in April. Hopefully that all goes well and I don't get too ill. I did want to update because there's something I forgot. I am actually really tired. It's hard because I don't know. I've never had this sort of tired before, because it's not like a straightforward, I want to go to bed tired. It's like this, well, ironically, it's exactly what your body is doing to you. You're getting sucked of energy because everything is going to your baby. So I do feel that. To be fair, it's only like 2 days later, but I just wanted to do a little update because I'm just spiraling in anxiety, because basically my appetite is now, it's not like my appetite's increased because I still can't eat a lot, although I ate a massive meal last night, which is the one-off, and I'm like, oh my god, I actually ate a whole meal. It was a Chinese, no wonder. But then I tried like snacking in like the night time, and I couldn't eat loads or as much as I could before. But now my appetite's kind of not completely zero. I'm feeling pretty much myself, if not like the slightest bit off. So I'm just getting so much anxiety because I'm like, I don't want to feel fine. So 5 weeks, I actually am starting to feel fine. And I know it might hit me in a week or two with symptoms, but right now I'm feeling fine and it's horrible. But we've booked our first scan and I will be 7+6 at the scan. And I just wanna kind of them to tell me where I'm at. I'm taking my multivitamins every single day, but I can't swallow a pill whole because they're quite chunky pills, so I have to quarter them. I can now, for the first time in my life since I was probably like, not even in sixth form or in school, I would, you know, sleep this early. Like I can actually sleep at like 10 p.m. And the thing is, I've been up since 7, so I got like 8 hours sleep, but I'm already tired and it's 11. So I feel like a baby with wake windows. Looks like I think I'm gonna start getting to the phase where I need a nap. And we're only like 5.5 weeks in, so. Okay, I don't know when the last time I recorded is, but my personal circumstances have like changed a little bit. I'm kind of all over the place, so this trimester vlog is just gonna be like that, all over the place. So the difference I've felt though the last few days is I have actually, I think, started to develop a bump, and I've got my first scan today. I booked like a quick reassurance scan yesterday because I just wanted to make sure everything's okay. And it's going to be hard to show you because obviously I know I'm bloated, I'm not dumb. Like this bloat, okay, but down here I can actually feel my stomach starting to harden. Like along this line is where that's where it starts, and then obviously it rises up into your belly and out of your pelvis. I had crisps yesterday, hot chicken wing. They tasted like salt and vinegar. That's a new thing. Food is really tasting a bit funny at the moment. Raspberries, or like normally I'll eat a few bites of something, and then I'm like, ooh, no. I'm like, I can eat it, but then once I have a few bites, I'm like, I'm done. I don't know if that's like, yeah, all I really want at the moment is like melon. Backache's very prominent, especially when I'm walking, which I guess is like normal. I get so out of breath so easily. I think I said that as well. The only thing is they're gonna do a transvaginal scan, so I'm gonna shove up my vagina. I'm really excited for that. Hello, I'm in a bit of a different setup, so excuse the fact that like, also I look interesting. I just thought I would update you. Not living at home. Things have just been chaos, so this vlog's going to be a bit here, there and everywhere at times, but hopefully by the end of it it'll settle down. I had a scan Tuesday because I'm trying to sort something out. I needed to confirm my pregnancy. It confirmed it, but I'm a week behind what I thought I was, which I already thought I was a week behind anyway. I feel like I'm quite in tune with my body. So, I'm actually 5 weeks now, so I've like gone back a week, so time is just going so slow. Oh my god, how did I just not realise I did that? I'm so millennial for doing that. I'm going to count it as like every weekend and the next week, even though my scan was on Tuesday. The thing is, there was a gestational sac, but no yolk sac and no fetal pole. Basically, you normally see a yolk sac and fetal pole by 5.5, 6 weeks. So, hopefully, I have a scan next weekend. It's currently Thursday. So next Saturday, which is 11 days from my last scan, we should be able to see heartbeat, fetal pole, yolk sac, everything. Obviously, my anxiety is running round and round in circles, thinking, oh, what if something's wrong? But I'm just going to hope for the best. I'm so bloated right now, I just feel disgusting. And I've just had so much watermelon that I think I'm going to die. Like, I feel like someone's put a watermelon in my stomach, low-key. I'm not eating great, I'm eating like shit, honestly, but that's just what I'm doing to get by. And my living situation is clearly up in the air. So, that is me. Just to preface, I might be a bit here, there and everywhere. And yeah, still trying to get my YouTube out, even though it's a little bit difficult at the moment. I've got something going out tomorrow, which will be the 14th. I don't know if I'll get anything else up until April, if I'm honest, but I'm going to try. A bit bummed out because I think things are just not going my way at the moment, and I've just got to bring myself back to earth and just be like, well, you know,
things could be so much worse. I want to feel like I'm pregnant because I want some reassurance here. Hello. So, I have no idea how much you're caught up on. I think you're caught up on the fact that I had a scan, like a really early scan. Like I'm talking like 5 weeks. And that pushed me back a week. So, I'm now 6. Well, I'm going to count the fact that at that scan, I'm going to count the fact that I was 5. She said 4 to 5, but I said 5 because I'd found out 3 weeks. No, I found out 2 weeks prior to that scan, well, 13 days. And obviously, before 3 weeks pregnant, it's very rare that you're going to find out because you, just from where you ovulate and from where you conceive, 3 weeks is pretty much, 3 weeks onwards, you're going to find out. So today I'm like 6 plus 2. I've got my scan on Saturday, where I'll be 6 plus 4. And I definitely have noticed a difference at 6 weeks. Sorry, and I keep burping. It's vigorous over it. So at 6 weeks I noticed I started feeling a bit queasy. Like, it's really hard to kind of explain the feeling. Nothing major. Like, when I say like, I only just picked up on it, like, if it was any more subtle, I would not have picked up on it. Like, it's only because I'm so hyperfixated on, like, symptoms and what's happening to my body because I have a fear of sick. So if you also have a fear of sick, join the club. Fear of sickness and first trimesters do not go too well together. Today, I've woken up not feeling awful, but I can still feel a bit grim. I get out. I go to town. I get a McDonald's, I get a quarter pounder of chips because there was a deal. And I'm just like, ooh. Like, I have my Coke. My Coke tastes so sugary that I just thought, oh. I did drink it here and there, but just kind of like a sip in between my food because, as well, the food was making me feel grim. I've definitely been hit. I think today is the first day where I've actually felt sick.
Hello. This is not the best setup, honestly, but I just feel like I need to talk to the camera. So I am 7 weeks tomorrow. I had a scan yesterday, so I thought I would update you on that. There's a heartbeat, there's a baby, there's a fetal pulse, there's a yolk sac, there's everything now, finally, because obviously when I went to my 6-week one, but obviously I was behind, all I saw was like a gestational sac, and I was like, it's okay to see that at that point. Obviously, like, it's very common to just see a sac, but you do think in the back of your head, oh, like, what if this, what if that? And you see so many people like online being like, oh my god, I went at 5 weeks and I can already see a heartbeat, and I'm like, can you, babe? Are you sure? Because, and also there's a massive difference between like 5 weeks 1 day and 5 weeks 6 days. Cereal I don't want. But, like, you know when women say in pregnancy, like, biscuits and crackers first thing in the morning, like, just take one bite, and I'm like, no, I do not want crackers, I do not want biscuits. That's the last thing I want. Maybe a salty crisp, but again, just not a fan. And my taste buds are like so off. My tiredness has actually gotten better. I'm actually sleeping later, which isn't fun. Like, I don't want to be up till like 12, 1 a.m, but last night I was up till like 12. And obviously a few weeks ago I was going to sleep at like 10. I said that wasn't yawning. But no, my tiredness has really calmed down. Like, I'm not tired, which I'm grateful for, but I'd rather have tiredness than nausea. So you win some, you lose some, you know? And I'm just glad I have symptoms because it just makes me feel a bit more reassured. Because obviously if all my symptoms went away, I would then freak out. But yeah, that's like, feel sick. To be fair, my appetite, yeah, I am going off things slowly. Like, yeah, I tried having like you know the crunchy nut cereal with like chocolate bits in it. I normally love it. Like, it's normally my favourite cereal. And it's so expensive. So I paid £4 and I fucking hate it. I'm drinking my orange and pineapple squash all the time. Like, I'm not having water, that's disgusting. So I'm literally surviving on juice. When I went to the scan yesterday, I did cry. A little cry baby. I did actually burst into tears because, oh my god, I don't know if I've said, but I've had 2 bleeds. Rough, I know. I've had 2 bleeds. The first one I think was caused by the gym. And the second one I think was caused by like, I was carrying like shopping bags. But it was like a fairly heavy one. It wasn't like heavy, but it had like potatoes and stuff in it, which I guess is like on the heavier side. It wasn't a light bag, let me put it that way. So I think lifting is just, you know, not for me. Gym, again, not for me. I can't go to the gym. I've cancelled my membership. I wanted to be a gym girl. I wanted to be a go to the gym while I'm pregnant girl, but honestly, it's not worth the risk.
You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that your sex with your partner is bad.
So how far along are
It
you?
doesn't mean that your partner is bad at sex.
6 weeks, 6 days.
6 weeks, 6 days.
It
You want
might
to
be
show
that they're
off the belly?
inexperienced, they have no idea what they're doing.
On my bloating.
Yeah.
Really am sad
Yeah,
that,
not much at the
you know,
moment.
It is so touchy
Not much at
and
all.
it is so insulting.
I wanted to do like a bump date because the thing is, I'm about to be 7 weeks, so I'm just gonna say I'm still on weeks, literally tomorrow. So if you are 7 weeks, 6 weeks, even 5, like if you go on any forum, everyone will dismiss you and be like, no, 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 no. Maybe if it's twins or triplets, you might. But it's not enough to show, but it's enough for me to know my body is different, if that makes sense. So it's hard to explain. Let me, if I lower you down here, you might be able to see. Basically, obviously, this bloat, but I don't know if it'll be noticeable on the camera, but here is my stomach is really hardening and I can feel like a bump here. I think as women, we all know our body's best, so it is irritating for someone to just be like, no, it's just bloating. Obviously, I'm not naive, like the majority of my stomach is bloating, but that very, very, very low between my hip bone area, near my, you know, it's getting quite low there, or that's where your baby's sitting. And people say like, obviously, oh well, your sack's only like the same size of like a fucking, I don't know what it is like at this stage, like an orange or an apple or grapefruit, I don't even know what one it is, something, because obviously your baby's little but your sack's relatively bigger. So I'm just here to say, if you think you're getting if you think your stomach's hardening, don't listen to them fucking people on Reddit that go, no, it can't be, it's physically impossible. It's not physically impossible. Your stomach can harden this early on, like, because it's happened to me. Obviously, I might come up here in 4 weeks and be like, actually, it weren't, like, it did go back down. But I've had this progressing over the last couple of weeks, and I have been going toilet, so it's not like I'm built up. I have been going toilet and everything, so I'm just here to tell you that, like, if you think you're going crazy, you're not. 5 weeks, all you can see in this whole area is this tiny little sack. Sorry, the lighting's really odd. And this is what I saw in my follow-up. I saw a baby with a yolk sac in the gestational sac. So I'm here to tell you, you're not delusional if you think your stomach's hardening at like 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks. And if you're panicking like I was, that there's nothing there at 5 weeks, which is really common, I was just getting anxious. It's very much common. Like, I was 7 weeks, 5 days, but I'm measuring 6, 5, which, like I've already pointed out that I know that. I just want to reassure you that, like, just because you've bled or just because you've got cramping, a lot of women get cramping as well. Look up the cramping happy endings. Like, people have had cramping from like the moment they find out to literally like 16 weeks or 12 weeks, and they've been fine. Just be a little bit hopeful.
This is not my best look. I wanted to update because I'm 8 weeks today, so I thought, you know, an update is due. I've got a appointment today. Sorry, I really need a shower. I've got an appointment today with a midwife. It's like a booking appointment. It's basically like your first appointment you ever have with the actual like midwives and like the team of whoever. So I've got that today at 1. So yeah, I really am like, I don't know, because I've not gotten much more sickness. I think I said this a few days ago. I've not gotten like, I think between like 6 and 7 there were a couple of days where I thought, phew. I mean, I don't know, also I don't know if I said the other day I nearly threw up, but then I ate an apple and it cured. Like, I just felt like I didn't even feel sick. I just felt like I was going to throw up out of nowhere. So I had to eat, and I'm just trying to figure that out. I do start getting really empty. I get so hungry, and I mean like unbelievably hungry, to the point where like, I feel I had a massive, not massive, but like a really decently sized roast dinner yesterday. 10 minutes later, I was like, oh my God, I could eat a whole other plate. Thing is, my bloat looks different on me. The way my stomach looks, and also my stomach just looking a bit different in general anyway, but my stomach is starting to look a bit different when I get bloated throughout the day. Like it's just different. I've seen so many comments have been like, oh my God, when I got to 9 weeks, it all went downhill. When I got to 10, it all went downhill. So I'm just hoping, because some people have said like they started getting better at 9 weeks, and maybe like my bloating might calm down a bit by then, and my appetite might kind of go back to how it was. I have no idea. That's the thing. I've always said when I get pregnant one day, I'll take it day by day, because I know I've got a really bad fear of sick. And honestly, I'm really, really lucky so far. It could be so much worse. I'm already 8 weeks. I've done like 5 weeks of this. I'm just gonna show to you what I mean by like the bloating thing. Like, you can probably see a slight difference, and it's just like, I feel like my belly is just shaped different. I think I've got more saliva. I think that's a symptom. I didn't know that was a thing. I think I have that. But I was gonna say something earlier, which I've like, it's completely gone out of my head. Obviously I've got a bit of brain fog and a bit of out of breathness, shortness of breath. The appointment went fine. I do get backache as well a little bit. The appointment went fine. I have got to transfer midwives, but apart from that, yeah, it was really, if anything, uneventful. Like, she was the nicest woman ever. Anxiety's been very prominent, I guess, because it's just like, it's not like because it's my first pregnancy and I don't know anything. Like, I feel like I've got quite a good amount of knowledge, especially because my mum had babies literally a year and 2 years ago. Like, I feel like I'm pretty clued up on what I'm doing. I know to a lot of people this is going to be like nothing. Like, I know everyone's going to look at me and think, Sienna, that is not a spotty head. I can show you better, obviously. I mean, you might have seen it a little bit earlier, but to me, this is quite a spotty forehead. I mean, we also do have somewhere in it, so my makeup is like low-key sweating off, but I do have a little bit of a spotty forehead. Girl.
It's bad.
The joys of being 9 weeks pregnant. Hopefully this is the worst week of it. Like, I feel like I can't do anything. Like, I can't do my makeup. This is the first day where I've been like not been able to do a task. I have to burp to get through it. I've got a really dodgy stomach, which obviously can make you feel nauseous as well. So it's probably a bit of everything that's going on right now. But I'm definitely feeling, that's what I mean though, I just like randomly throughout the day, I'll just get like a wave, and it just kind of comes on like randomly, like you don't know when it's gonna come on until it comes on. But it's definitely triggered by hunger. Like, the thing is, I'm not like necessarily hungry, like, I've already had an apple and a breakfast, like, you know, the breakfast muffin things. So I've already eaten some stuff, and I feel like I'm on my deathbed. Like, I actually feel vile. I mean, currently I'm playing Sims, and I'm trying to eat, and I've got noodles on the way. Not on the way, cooking them. But yeah, it's been rough this morning. So hopefully the rest of the day goes a bit better. I do need to go shopping, because fuck my life, actually really need food. So I'm gonna do that at some point. Might go take a look in Lidl, because I've never been in a Lidl. I'm British and I've never been in a Lidl. I need to wash up. There it goes, there's a microwave again. And I need to clean up the place quite a bit. So I'm like just out of breath just from, yeah. But yeah, maybe too much pineapple was not a good idea. Like, I had like a lot of it. 2 days ago I had like 6 sticks of it and a pot. And yesterday I had 2.5 pots of it. Maybe that was too much. Yeah, obviously I do want to say that I have had it
very lucky. Like, I am very grateful that I've not had like HG, as far as I know. I've not had like extreme sickness. I've not had like having to lay in bed all day. I'm very, 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 very lucky that I've not had that experience. Like, for the most part, with adjusting myself, I've been able to do normal life, but it's been hard. Like, it's not been easy, as again with the anxiety of being sick. That doesn't help me, because normally I get into a little like spiral, and I can't do that. I need to stop doing that, because it's only gonna make me feel worse. But if I do throw up, I know I will panic. But so far I've been able to combat it by eating. But then I've got to remember, when I'm not pregnant, I can't do that anymore. Once I feel sick, that's it, innit? You have to go the other way and you have to not eat.
I'm 9 weeks and 1 day, and I'm finally, I've had one, today I've not felt ill, which I might feel ill later, obviously, like, we don't want to be oblivious, but my dad got the gender today. So we have the gender, well, I don't have the gender, he has the gender. He's ordered a cake for collection for tomorrow. Funny enough, it's actually really hard to find a cake for collection, or like a place. Like, I thought Cake Box. If you don't know what Cake Box is just like, it's like orgasmic cakes. Like, they make it with like fresh whipped cream. Like, if I want a cake, that's what I'm getting. But hopefully we get that tomorrow. And yeah, it's gender day. Oh, it's gender day, it's gender day. As long as obviously everything goes well with my boyfriend getting here, it is gender day today. Basically, the sneak peek results just got a bit fucked up. The lab went to like sent it to the wrong email. Like, they just sent it to like the wrong place instead of, my dad, but me essentially. And then so I think the clinic that I got it done at, they got the results. They were gonna send them to me. Obviously, I didn't want to know them yet. So when my dad rang them up, they were like, oh, we were about to send them to like me. And I was like, no, because as soon as you go into the email, because they've had to do it themselves and not the actual sneak peek lab, it's not like a video or a link. It just says right there whether you're having a boy or a girl. So that's fun. But this morning, my dad, I think, had a little slip. I don't know if he slipped on purpose or if it was accidental, but we'll find out this afternoon. We're going to a shopping centre to pick it up. And it's quite a cute cake. And yeah, there's that. I'm really excited, but I feel like obviously I would prefer a girl, and I think there's nothing wrong with gender disappointment, obviously, to a degree, and like obviously having a preference I think is completely normal. But I feel like in my head I really just like everything I'm thinking, like every scenario I imagine, I keep picturing myself having a boy. So I think I've got to the point, stop recording myself there. I think I've got to the point where I just think I'm having a boy. And that's what seems like quite normal to me, which is, I guess, a bit weird, but I just feel like now I've had that in my head. That's what I'm imagining. And now I'm like, maybe now I do want a boy. So now I'm kind of, I'm so awkward because I'm trying to put my shoes on. Now I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind either. Obviously, I'm not gonna cry if I have a boy, like I'm still gonna get excited. And I think I already have a name for both, as long as Jake's still on board with both of them. Sorry, I'm being a stalker trying to look for see if my drama instructor's here. But yeah, I will see you all later. So we're keeping the like actual like gender reveal thingy like private to us, but I can announce that I am having a boy. It feels really weird. Like if I just go for like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like it's so weird. Like you build up, I feel like you build up so much adrenaline and it's so nerve-wracking, and then it's just like, then it's just like over and that's it.
Sorry, this is at a really weird angle. But yeah, it's just like, and then it's just done. And now I'm like, what am I meant to do? Go around and buy ugly boy clothes? Like, the thing is, I knew that if I had a boy, I'm gonna have so much problem trying to find clothes, because I feel like boy clothes, they're just not it, okay? They're just not it. They're not it. So yeah, I'm literally just like, what am I gonna do? Because boy clothes, they're so hard to get. Like, oh, honestly, I think a lot of the stuff is just going to be like gender neutral, because I hate that shit. Hello. Wanted to do a little update because I am 10 weeks today. You don't understand how good of a milestone that feels. Like, oh my God, 10 weeks. We're quarter way there, double digits, getting to the end of the first trimester. It's all looking up, okay? I found out, in 2 days I would have known 7 weeks. So I found out so early. So I've known for nearly 2 months. Like a month and a half already. 7 weeks. It's been a long 7 weeks, and just the thought of like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm done with the first trimester. Thank fuck. I do have to eat in the morning. Like, that's definitely not gonna go away. Like, I have to eat in the morning. I start off with my fruit, and at the moment it's bacon every morning. Bacon's been great. I mean, it's salty, which is pretty nice. And also, it's like a bit filling, but it's not like, I do not want anything like cereal, biscuits, crackers. No thanks, get away from me. Like, I don't think I've had any like aversions as such. I don't know, I don't think I have. Like, I can't really gauge that. But yeah, I don't think aversions is quite on the cards for me. Nor is like really strong cravings. I know that's meant to start soon. I've had like cravings, but they're not, apparently you can't even get like a innate craving until the placenta starts taking over. So I probably will get some like cravings soon. Not just like things are really fancy, because the problem the last 7 weeks has been that I can only eat what I want. When you're not pregnant, even if you're not like really wanting something, say for like dinner, you didn't really want what you got, but you just eat it, and it's really easy. It's just like, you just eat what you're fucking given. Even if you didn't really fancy it. Whereas now, if I don't fancy it, I won't need it. You know, like, my body does not want it. If I don't want it, I don't want it. Like, get away from me. I've really not fancied Pepsi whatsoever, which is a massive shock. And oh my God, shock horror. I actually am drinking water every day. Shock horror. With every meal. In the morning. At night. I take it to bed. I don't know what's gotten into me, but if you know me, my whole life I've not drunk water. I'll have juice or I'll have fizzy. That is it. I don't drink water. It's awful and it's really not good for my health. But my body has started tolerating water. So that's a big plus. Because that's really good for me and really healthy. But yeah, I'm loving fruit. Fruit is my top thing at the moment. Strawberries, grapes, apples, especially apples in the apple bags. Any apple bag, like McDonald's apple bags, Asda's apple bags, apples in little bags, love. I had one day the other day where I was so tired, quite randomly. Like, I don't know why I was tired, but I was so tired. But yeah. I've been a lot achy. I've been achy. I feel like when I sit down, I go numb quicker, or I get pins and needles a lot quicker. That's weird. But yeah, achy. I'm like, oh, you know, like, everything just hurts. These fucking hurt still, which is reassuring, because it's not really gonna hurt unless I literally just go touch. So that's a reassuring symptom. But yeah, baby is doing fine. So I'm probably, honestly, I don't know if I'll even give an update until next week's scan. I have my 12-week scan, but I'm probably going to be measuring about 11 plus 2, because I'm just going to assume that I'm still measuring a behind from my last 2 scans. Guess who passed her driving test, bitches?
I'm actually like, obviously I'm really happy that I passed, and I'm not like, even like happiness isn't what I'm being relieved, okay? The biggest emotion, hello, road rage, the biggest emotion you'll get when you pass your driving test is most likely just gonna be fucking relief, thinking, thank fuck. You know, obviously it feels great because it's like, I feel like it's something I've done for my baby as well. I feel like now I've done this for us, it does feel good because it's like, this is another step of independence. I can now get a car whenever, and I can take us wherever, and it does feel freeing, relieving, and independent, and just everything. It feels great because now, yeah, just I love that me and him are going to be able to go on like little trips now, and I won't have to like get public transport, you know, and we could just do whatever we want. Honestly though, I got 3 minors, 2 for adjusting myself at a park. I did Forward Bay Park. He could have done anything else, but my parallel parks are fucking great. My Reverse Bay Park, fucking great. But what did he make me do? Forward Bay Park. I always have to adjust myself, but I picked a really bad bay. So imagine you go into a car park. In front of me I have about 5-ish bays slightly to the left, so I thought I'm gonna probably have to go for them. Then there's a parked car, then there's another 5-ish bays, but there was a car that had gone into the car park and ran to the left, so I thought they were going to use that second lot of bays, so I couldn't really go over there because I didn't want to have to wait around, affect their parking, nothing. So what I did is I just went and I did the ones that were closest to me, but there was like no markings on the thing. It was so bad. I genuinely thought I failed that. I genuinely thought I failed it, but I'd already adjusted twice, and I was like, I can't adjust anymore. Like, I can't adjust anymore. So he didn't seem in the best mood, but you know, that's not the point either. Main thing is I passed, so that's great. Now I need to go text my friend because I don't know if she still wants to meet out. I need to quickly do a little update because I got my hair done. My battery's gonna die. But look, she is a hot MILF. But yeah, I wanted to do a little update. Battery's literally about to go, but did a little makeover to make me feel better, and it's cute. It's actually a lot lighter. Like, I don't know why it looks a little bit dull, but yeah, she cute. I've truly got nowhere to put this camera. I put it on a glass, right? On a fucking glass. I've just announced my pregnancy on Instagram and Facebook, and it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I'm shaking with adrenaline because I'm like, oh. I'm just watching out for like people's reactions and what people say, because a lot of people have liked it. A lot of people have liked it but not done anything else, and I'm like, you know, some people. You know, no, I need to just stop overthinking it. Just get on with my life. But I think I might film a TikTok. As soon as I looked at the screen though, he was wiggling. Like, he did a little jiggle, and I was like, ah, hello. I told my parents I want them to post their announcements tomorrow. Nothing, no, it's genuinely nothing personal. I just want my little moment. Me and my little baby. It's our moment, okay? It's our little moment. Yeah. It's our little time, and then everyone else can do their shit tomorrow. Anyway, oh, I should show you my announcement. Actually, who wants to see it? This is it. I think it came out really well. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like hat, mittens, booties, not vest, baby grow, and 2 scan photos, because that's just how they came. I think that's a pretty cute announcement. I ruffled the blanket, because when I tried straightening out, it just looked fucking weird. So that's that. And I posted that on Facebook. Obviously, Facebook's Facebook, but that's just for family, really. You know, that's just for family. Whereas Instagram is a bit more like school and anyone that follows me and that kind of jazz. And then I need to go do a TikTok. And then that is it. Everyone knows. I am 12 weeks today.
which is really, 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 really exciting and fun. And I've definitely been feeling a little bit better. The thing is, I still get really hungry, and instead of like getting hungry, feel like I'm gonna be sick necessarily, it's more like I just get hungry and feel, you know when you feel so empty, like you almost want to hunch over, it's like that. So it is still, hunger is still very much prominent, and I really hope that kind of calms down to like a normal extent. For the most part, I'm doing a bit better, so keeping those good vibes. Obviously I've got another scan next week, so that'll be probably my last update next week, and then this will be out. I did go to a baby boot fair, that will be a separate vlog, not me going, but like I want to do like my first baby haul. And also just a reminder that not everything on this channel is going to be mum related or baby related. It's just kind of an initial, so like it's all out there. Gives me a month to kind of get back into the swing of vlogging, because obviously I haven't really vlogged loads. I mean, I've done my first trimester clips and I've done another video here and there, but I haven't done any like vlogging or hauls of what I normally kind of get into, or get ready with me's. I've not really done that. I should probably do a get ready with me for YouTube. Probably. I love Lucozades, the fizzy orange ones. And I only realised yesterday that they have caffeine in them, so I've got to be very careful, because I did go over, I think, slightly over my recommended daily amount. Obviously it's a guideline, so hopefully I'm all okay. Some people might look at me and think, oh, is she early stages of pregnancy? But obviously it's not to the point where it's like, oh, she's pregnant. I want to get to that point, like 15, 16, 17 weeks maybe, where you start to show a little bit, it's a little bit more like certain. People could be a bit more like, she's pregnant, then is she? I don't want people to question it, I want people to know. And I've been looking for maternity clothes, and that in itself is just awful. And if you know, trying to look for anything maternity, it's been hell and expensive. They mark the prices up massively when you're pregnant, so you have enough to pay for, you have another human to start paying for, and they're like, you know what, we're actually gonna up the prices of your clothes as well, because obviously I'm not gonna fit into much. I don't know if I've mentioned, but also I have an O negative blood type. That's another thing. They have to keep an eye on that, because they need to see if he has a negative blood type. If he has positive, and then have to have an injection so that my body doesn't like attack him. So that's a little bit like, whoo. But my cousin has the same thing. So she's going through everything in advance and giving me all the advice, and then I know what I'm gonna be going through. So I have filmed an outro clip just now, but not just now, it was earlier today. But I don't think I've gone through everything. Like, I think I was very vague. I think I've mentioned that I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm still not 100%. I'm now 14 weeks in 2 days. In 2 days, not and 2 days, in 2 days. So I had my rescan, which I've mentioned, everything was fine. The only thing is, I've got a anterior placenta, which, if you don't know, just basically means that I won't be able to feel as many like kicks and stuff, which really makes me sad. I really wanted a posterior placenta. I wanted to feel everything. But the more I think about it, the more I think I'm gonna go into sensory overload when I feel kicks, because that, I don't know, I feel like I'm just gonna get a bit weird about it, because it's in your own body. I've also found out that my placenta is low, but that has a 90% chance of moving up throughout the pregnancy, so I really hope that goes up. And then also my umbilical cord is attached to the edge of my placenta instead of the middle, which can cause problems, but they said at the moment there's not really any concerns about fetal restrictions, like growth restrictions. So at the end it can cause growth restrictions apparently, but at the moment there's no signs of it, so I don't think they're worried. But you know, just them little things that just make you go a bit crazy. Just to go over the last like couple weeks, obviously week 9 and 10 was pretty rough. Week 11, I can't say I was feeling, I was feeling like maybe the slightest bit better, and I think I might have been able to go the slightest bit longer without food in the morning, but I was still a bit nah. And oh, I think at 11 weeks, my weird dreams started. And I mean like the most bizarre random shit, and they're so vivid and you think they're genuinely real. Like I had one recently where I was taking this drink that would put me to sleep, shall we say, like it end me off. And I was just drinking it and I was like scared that I was gonna die, and I was like, why am I getting these dreams? Who's punishing me? Well, he's punishing me, but also like I've had one where I got told I had cancer, which obviously it's scary. That's a terrifying dream to have. I've had ones where I was in like an education camp. I've had ones where my dad was just being horrible. Like, they're weird ass dreams, and they kind of low-key stress me out a little bit. Like, I'm like, that's why, oh, I'm gonna be on insulin. No, I'm not gonna be on insulin. I don't know why that came to my head. Aspirin. Because they think there's like a slight chance of me having high blood pressure, just because one of the readings I think they did at the scan was high. But then she did it again and it was normal. So she did 2 normal readings and 1 high reading. So they're just doing it as a precautionary, basically. My boobs are still sore. They have not grown or anything, which again, disappointing. I don't want to be part of the itty bitty ticky minute, especially not in pregnancy. The whole point of pregnancy is to just get, you know, and I'm not getting there yet. There's not loads going on right now. I mean, I've had a couple days where I got really tired at like 4 or 5 p.m. And I mean like so tired. But I've kind of, you know, I just lived it out and now it's fine. Week 12, I think at the moment I'm fine, and I'm really hoping this is ended for now. Week 12, hip pain, horrific. Like I was like near on limping. At times I was limping a little bit, like in my right hip, like right in the side of my hip, like it was right on the outside. It just hurt, and it was grinding every time I walk. I think it still does, but it was quite painful to the point where I'd like, you know, like you'd breathe in, especially like just, I think like turning it or like putting pressure on it and getting into bed. Getting into bed was horrible with it. I'm just assuming that's where my uterus obviously is moving and adjusting at the moment, where I think when you go, sorry I'm so low down as well, when you go from like first trimester to second trimester, obviously your uterus is moving up into more of your actual stomach, whereas before it was like down, but you know, very low. The main thing at the moment is just my eating. It's really annoying me, because it might seem like such a little issue, because like some people obviously have it a lot worse, which I do get, that I'm very lucky that I've not thrown up. Still not thrown up actually. Nearly 14 weeks and not thrown up, and that is an absolute win for me. Yay! But at the same time, it is horrible just not feeling yourself in your appetite, and just like I can't eat as normal, and it is like not getting me down as such, because I'm just kind of getting on with it, but it is really annoying. Oh, cravings. You know what I do love at the moment? I've had 6 of these in 24 hours. I think that's actually my 7th in 24 hours. I know it's awful. Oh, fizzy Lucozades, the orange one. Absolutely been loving them. And carbonaras. Been loving a carbonara. It's been so good. Oh, I had one night of insomnia. One night I didn't go to sleep till 4, and then I woke up at like 8. And I was like, that is glorious. Oh, tomatoes. Oh my God, you don't understand the impact of a fucking tomato. Tomatoes, right? You know the proper crunchy, juicy ones that would like explode? Those. Porridge, ready break porridge, loving that. But I wouldn't say it's like a craving. I'll just say it's like something I'm eating at the moment because I can tolerate it. Just had some buttered potatoes, but I have noticed in the last couple meals, I have to kind of like have something on the side or have like a drink in between, because I get a bit, I can start to feel myself starting to feel a bit sick midway through, and then I have to have something like fresh or a drink, like tomatoes. I'm just very grateful to be in this situation, if anything. Like I am really excited, I am really grateful, and I am really blessed to be in this situation where I'm having a baby, because there's so many people I know that struggle. So no matter the situation I would have been in, I'm really grateful that I can be in this situation. And enough of me being cheesy, I'm gonna let you listen to the last clip actually. Basically, I had my dating scan today. So I was meant to be, basically I think I've said that I went to my one at 11 weeks, but I think asked ChatGPT, and they said basically I was like millimeters behind what they wanted me to be, just to do the specific measurements. Like, and she was saying throughout the whole scan, she was like, beautiful, beautiful, like everything she looked at, she was like, beautiful heart, beautiful this, beautiful that. And I was like, I was breathing like every time she said that, because I was like, it's just a relief. It's a massive relief. Every single little, every little thing that's like right, because the slightest thing could be off and you all of a sudden you're like, well, what's wrong? What does this mean? Because like she would say comments like this is good, which means that you're like, this is normally a detector for like abnormalities and yours is fine. And I'm like, oh, or like the fluid behind, I think it's behind the neck or something. She was like, that's fine. I think that's also a detector for something. So she was saying that like everything is literally looking as it should. But good thing is, obviously I've been measuring a week behind, and at the last scan I was 8 days behind. So I was really like a bit bummed out, because you know, if I wasn't a week behind, I could be nearly 14 and a half weeks right now. But good thing, now I am measuring at 13 plus 4, which means I've now gone forward 3 days, which feels so good, because now in just 3 days I'm gonna be 14 weeks, and 14 weeks feels like quite like, it feels a bit more substantial, you know? Like I've been in the 13-week thing 2 days, and now I've just found out I've skipped 3 days. It's like, no, I've only been in it 2 days, and yeah, now I've skipped 3 days. It's like, it makes you feel so much better. Like it just feels like it's gone a bit quicker. Obviously, where I have chronic fatigue, they booked an appointment at like 16, 17-ish weeks, I think I'll be. I'm not sure. I want to say I'll be about 16 weeks. 16, 17. And that, I think they said that should probably be for your chronic fatigue of anything. So that's for that. And then I've got a midwife appointment in June, and then I've got what's it called? What have I got in July? My 20 week. I've got my 20 week in July, and then I don't know anything else. So I'll probably have my later on appointments in July and maybe September onwards. Because September is when I'm really getting along. But yeah, it's just really like surreal, and it feels nice to know that I'm in my second trimester by 4 days now. I thought I was only in it by 1 day, but now I'm in it by 4. So I really, really hope you enjoyed. I've got a video coming out next week, I should, and the week after. I think I've got two. I've got one that I've filmed, and I've got one that's like, I need to film or see if I can film. So they will probably be pregnancy related, but I really do want to get back into just like normal vlogging, and maybe some baby hauls would be fun. I definitely want to do like a couple little hauls, because I think it is just my era of life and it's fun, and at the same time I want to create content that anyone can watch. I literally found out 10 weeks ago today. Oh, okay. Literally, yeah, 10 weeks ago today. A long 10 weeks it's been, a very defining 10 weeks. I can't believe, like, that girl that was sat there finding out she was pregnant, and obviously that was last week's video, so if you've not seen, I'll link it. I'll definitely make sure to link it down below when I found out I was pregnant, because me then versus now feels like ages ago. Ages ago, that's 2.5 months ago. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, and I literally cannot wait to document some of my journey. That is me, and I will see you all next Friday.